To another edition of Don Allphin on Fishing. Today is the first day that I've been out since I got back from Hawaii, and only a couple of times or three have I been out since I went to Mexico. So I'm a newbie this year as to what's going on, but I figured I better get out here and give it a whirl. So I'm back and should be back here for at least a month and maybe even two. So so today I'm just going to try jigging for, or not jigging, but trolling for some kokanee, because I only have a little while, and so hopefully we'll be able to get a few fish in the boat and talk a little bit about what's going on with kokanee this year. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm using just a 4.5 inch Dakota Dodger, and a little smaller than I normally use, but why not? Just give it a try. And then of course I've got a I think I have a blue spinner and I have a pink spinner on, and so we'll just see which one works and which one doesn't, and make adjustments from there. Well, the fish there just once again just trying to get accustomed to what's going to be happening as the ice comes off the lake and everything. I don't know whether this is a rainbow or a kokanee. I have no clue, but it's a fish, and we're going to hopefully land it. So that's a good thing. It feels like a kokanee, actually. I just don't know. To get my yep, it's a koke. If I can get him in. There we go. There we go. Beautiful kokanee. He wanted blue. Took both hooks. That's good. Means he was hungry and ready to go. Well, I've only been going for about 20 minutes now, and this is the third fish I've had on. Got one in the boat. This feels good. It might be a rainbow still, the way it's fighting, but I'm not convinced it's not a kokanee, so we'll just see. I've got to turn off my stereo. Could be a rainbow, it could be a kokanee, I'm not really sure as of yet. Looks like a kokanee if I can just get it in. There we go. Oh shoot. There it is. Okay. Nice koke. That's number 2. There's a few kokanee coming. I've got a 35 and a 37. That's the 35, and I've got 37 feet deep. So let's just see if they stay focused on their prize, or if they're gonna leave the cone. We'll just see. That last fish came at 37 feet, and it came on the same blue spinner that I've got. And we'll see right now whether or not the fish were interested in 37. Oh, and I've got another bite right there. It's another one of the 37s. Now, just because of the fact that I saw him on the screen, I'm believing this is another kokanee. Much smaller fish. And it's a rainbow. So even the fish finders don't tell the entire truth. There we go. Nice little rainbow. We'll get that one back in the water as soon as we can. Well, that goes to show that more than one species inhabits a school of kokanee for sure. This is using the green maggots, and basically it's the only ones I have in the boat. I didn't have any. I just didn't put any pink or natural in today, so we're stuck with what we've got. But it's worked out so far. I'm going out to 60 feet behind. Actually, that's not true. I've been at 50 feet, and I think this time I'm going to stay at 50 and drop this one back to 60. But somewhere between 40 and 60 feet is generally what they'll do. And I've been looking at the schools coming through, and they're a little tiny bit deeper than that's a 35 foot right there, and this has been a 37 foot. So I'm going to go back to 37. I'm going to drop that one down. So that should be the ticket. We only need one more for the limit. Limit is 3 fish, 3 kokanee this year, both in Wyoming and in Utah, as I understand it. And they have a possession rule, and so you can't have a bunch of limits of kokanee in your possession up here, which is a little bit of a change from what the other possession rules is. But I urge you to read the rules and make sure that you're following them, because I can only guess that they'll be strictly enforcing that, since it is a specific change to the rules. I'm going to look it up and I'll report a little bit back to you what I see, but don't hesitate to go and open up the guidebook and see what it is for this year. Looks like we've got a few mixed fish. They could be rogue kokanee. They could be just kokanee that are not necessarily in real thick school, but we'll just see. We just have to give them a little bit of time after they pass the ball to see if they're going to actually cooperate with us. It's kind of great to see schools of kokanee, since it's my first time out since I went to Hawaii. I spent a week in Hawaii, had a ball, caught some wonderful fish there, and took me a little while to break the code on them, but surf fishing in Hawaii was kind of fun, as well as the surf fishing that I did in Mexico. Today I'm using 4-pound balls on the downriggers. Oh, looks like I got a fish there. See if I can set the hook and have it still there, and it's there. We don't know what it is. Doesn't feel like well, I shouldn't say that. He kind of does feel like a good fish. We'll just have to see when we get it in. Anyway, so I'm using 4-pound balls, and let's see what we've got here. Hey, there's my 3rd kokanee. Well, that was my 3rd kokanee, and so I'm just going to show you real quickly what I was using. I switched sides, so I was using a blue spinner, about 12 to 14 inches behind the Dodger, and the Dodger is sold by Christenson Lakeshore Tackle, and I just have a swivel on top and then a swivel underneath to help it so that it doesn't get a lot of line twist, and that's it. So I'm gonna call it quits and maybe go try to fish for something else just before I go in this afternoon. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day.